Hello and welcome back to the stream. We are doing a little playthrough. Well, as part of the review that will be on the dapperandroid.com channel soon, we're going to do a little playthrough of the beginning of No Man's Sky. So if you have a history of No Man's Sky like I do, like I paid £40 to get the game, like as soon as it came out, you probably know what disappointment feels like. It just burnt me on any early access stuff forever. It's just kind of mad. So now the game is not terrible, which is surprising. So yeah, I'm gonna join in while it's loading. Let me tell you, my experience with No Man's Sky is rushing back from work at my very low paid high stress job, downloading it as fast as possible, my bad internet connection, loading the game up, and it taking 10 minutes to load past the first screen, and then getting stuck at that first screen because I needed to hold down the space button, but it didn't tell me that. So I had to get around that, then getting into the game and it running at about 2 frames every 5 seconds. It was the worst. And yeah, and then Jesus, the rest of the things they promised, the multiplayer, it was bloody awful. Now it's good, and it's going to take an awful lot to win people's trust back, like most definitely, right? But yeah, I think they've done it. I think they've done it. So we're gonna load into a brand new game as well, so you'll see what's going on. The start plays slightly similarly, but it's a bit more guided now. You'll see there's a lot more kind of questing. Yeah, you'll see. So actually, I was playing through this with patrons Woos and Dread, which you can see play a lot of games together because they're solid lads. And look, beginning, even like it tells you now the button you gotta hold down, which seems like such a small thing, but it's a small thing they didn't do the first time. Behold, it's a smooth, not 2 frames per 5 seconds.
Shield kinetic system online.
Right. So interestingly, the game will load you into a planet that isn't 100% safe. It has like an environmental hazard. I think it's to get you kind of used to that mechanic. But it should be an undiscovered. Well, no, I can't say for sure it's an undiscovered planet, but for me it has been so far. My few restarts. Okay, here we are in the game. Third person by default. That's, I mean, they have character models and stuff, which is new. Jeez, anyone who hasn't played this before or didn't play this at launch, you'll be like, yeah, obviously, that's a thing you have. Why would you not have that? Right, so we need to quickly get some thermal protection. You see that's red outline. Scanner is damaged. So it tells you what you need to do. Tells you why you can't do that thing you just tried to do. And yeah, then you have this handy little bar at the side, which I don't remember from the start of the game, but there we are. So for those brand new to the game, the kind of core loop is collecting materials. This place ferrite dust, using that materials to either fuel gear, it's like kind of working like a battery almost, or to construct stuff which you can do in your inventory or elsewhere. So here we go. Prepare a scanner to locate survival resources. So we tested it, didn't work. Let's press tab, go to our scanner. It's critically damaged. Repair, left click. So we're using the ferrite dust now to repair the scanner, which will let us look at sodium. Now sodium is a chemical symbol for sodium. Learn a thing if you didn't already know that. Yeah, that's going to work like a battery for our environmental protection. So whatever the environment, that'll do it. Look in the bottom left, you'll see our health bar is going down slowly. No, wait, that's my stamina. Look in the top left, you see my health bar is going down much faster than I would like. Here we go. Come on, plants. Oh, I've got to pick it up with E. Right, as you can see, I'm a pro at this game. And left click, and we'll charge it with sodium. British, there we are. So yeah. Some things that you scan, things you scan with C. Sodium is generally something you'll pick up. Bizarrely, things like the hydrogen crystals, you actually have to mine a point. It's kind of annoying. To be honest, we should play for B. Don't really notice. Right. Kind of the main loop is collecting resources that'll keep you going, let you discover more stuff. So now we have a mission to find that signal. So we're just going to traverse our way over there. On the way, we're going to keep collecting the sodium. You'll notice as well, we're mousing over these resources. It's saying analyze ? Or unidentified mineral. So we will get a scanner later, which will let us in our visor scan stuff, and then we can name it, get credits for discovering it, and find out what else it gives us. So all things tend to give you like 2 resources. Ferrite dust and carbon are very common. They are like what you need to build a lot of stuff and recharge a lot of stuff. And again, I'm kind of aiming this more at people who have already played the game at launch, because it was such a god. I feel old, but if you yeah, if you remember, it was such a big deal when it came out, and I wouldn't say it kind of flopped, but it also sold a lot, and people were furious. I was fuming, like, because they lied. God. So yeah, I'll try and remember to actually tell you about what you need to know for new players. It's quite handy on PC if you press X, go to a quick menu, and it tends to highlight what is most desperate. So you see possible recharge equipment first off. Straight to my hazard protection. I can very quickly put some sodium in there. You'll find a lot of things like damaged machinery or cargo chests around the area. They'll let you get some additional resources. So I can either take that or discard that. Rusted metal, I actually don't. I'm not desperate enough to need that. Get rid of that, and I receive some nanites. You won't use nanites for a while, but you'll find a way of spending them later, which will let you get new blueprints and new gear, so they're worth picking up. So if you're short of sodium, you can generally pop into a cave for protection. There you go, see my protection's actually gone back up again. Also the caves will have different materials than the above ground, so you'll tend to find cobalt. Jeez, I think just cobalt on the ground. And you'll see also these big blocks like that. They give you purer versions of the main materials, but they need an advanced mining rig, mining laser. we are, where are we? Anyway, back to running. I'm so lost. And you regular watchers will know my bloody awful sense of direction. There we go, right. So I'll post it for you. This deuterium. If you grab that, it gives you a jetpack. A little boost so you can go forever. But also it runs out at some point, so make sure you're near the ground. Or near water. There we are. So when they first released this, you tend to start next to your ship, I believe. It's been a while, so forgive me if my nostalgia is a bit inaccurate at times. Iteration number, lots of digits. One line in. Iteration deleted. Boundary separation failure likely. Vessel 16 emptied. Cause sentinel intervention. Deliberate transfer. Analysis. Fresh iteration generated. Anomaly containment prepared. Okay. This is the start of the running narrative throughout the game. There's something mysterious going on behind the scenes of the entire galaxy. I don't want to say much more than that, in case you're somehow new to this. Anomaly is compliant. Position logged. System integrity scan initialized. So presumably we are the anomaly. Right. Let's now investigate the crashed ship. Radiant Pillar BC1. 4924G. Why is that highlighted? 4924G. Atlas connection. Intermittent. Launch thrusters. Offline. Pulse engine. Offline. I find myself alone on a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, no sense of me before. But this ship at least seems to recognise me. The controls react to my touch, or at least that of my exosuit. I am not dead yet, and this ship is a lifeline out to the stars. Let's read the log. Log 4925A. Unavailable. Substituting data. It's like, is it inventing stuff, or... Exosuit connected. Suggestion: pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired repair path. Repair ship systems. Self-guided repair protocols initiated. Okay, so the engine is what we need to fly, and it's critically damaged. This is basically going to serve as a tutorial for the craft stuff in your inventory. So we'll do that now. Also notice that when I'm in the plane. The space plane. When I'm in the plane, I'm not taking damage from the atmosphere. Also, you can't. I don't believe you. Yeah, people. Enemies can't attack you while you're in your ship as well. So it's a safe place for you to run to. Also serves as like kind of like an anchor point if you're on a really hostile planet and you don't have what you need to keep refueling your environmental protection. Right, so we need metal plating to repair the pulse engine. That is really easy to get. Oh, I know what we need already, actually. So, crafting is really simple. If it actually tells you right from mouse over there. So, left click to craft product. I could explain the other stuff. So, install technology. Your inventory also serves as your gear. So, I could want to, in the future, I could fill my inventory with equipment, which gives me bonuses to stats and what have you, but I wouldn't be able to carry anything if I literally filled it. You have slots here for technology, which is just for technology. Although I think hang on, I think you can put. Okay, yes, you can't put stuff in there, so use that with wild abandon. Cargo, that is just to hold stuff, and it will hold like double the normal amount of stuff you could elsewhere. So if you've got a lot of one type of stuff, good to put it in your cargo. So E would make technology to use, so I can't really do anything yet with that. X will transfer it to my starship and my suit. Starship works very similarly in terms of general technology, cargo, what have you. Anyway, enough blathering from me. Let's see if we can make... Let us see if we can make metal plating. Can't, need 50 ferrite dust. I got 15, so let us shoot the stuff to get the dust. Here we go. So we've done that. Let's craft a metal plate, and then we'll quickly engineer it back. Let's slot this into place. I believe the... I didn't need to be in this to do that, but oh well. Hermetic seal. So, hermetic seal. Oh. I don't think that yet. Right, let's put the that in there. So iteration functional. Starship critically damaged. Vital ingredients missing. Unable to synthesize required components. This engine requires hermetic seal. So we cannot craft the seal. We will need to find it or trade for it. Hermetic seal nearby. Salvage planetary chart from stress beacon and cache. Cache? One of those two things. Right, so this is going to take us to a it's going to take us there. I appeared inside the beacon's housing, as well as its distress beacon. Distress broadcast unit. It contains a planetary chart. Take that chart. While we're here, I'm going to do damage machinery. You know the drill. Get rid of the viscous fluids. Grab ourselves some nanites. Oh, underwater protection module. Right. So these... so that is a very powerful underwater protection module. I won't get much use out of that. So I can install that with E, in which case I would need to essentially repair it. Same kind of process as repairing the ship, or repairing my mining laser. No, my visor, rather. Or I can start from nanites, which I probably will do. Right, so charts will reveal to you locations on a planet that are of interest. So there's a few different types of those. You can buy them from vendors or find them in the wild. This is plot for critical, so it's going to take me to that location. There's RC chests. Damage container, similar to damage machinery. Got some condensed carbon. Now these tubular cylinders. Tubular cylinder? I think that's a bit redundant. These cylinders, they need Atlas passes to open. They're basically just key cards. One of them will do all of them, so we'll open every container of that level. So yeah, it's worth crafting, but you need to buy the schematic to make them, which we don't have yet, so we're going to have to leave that behind. Okay. This has condensed carbon rather than carbon. That is just a higher quality version, so we'll charge more for less. There we are. What's up, buddies? So a cross between an anteater and a fat lizard doggo. Right. So incoming firestorm. So that's an extreme weather event. That's going to cause us issues. This is also a scripted thing that's going to happen when you go through the first bit. So essentially we burn through sodium to get through that, or we find a cave to hole up in. Like, I want to communicate to you that the game has changed, because I took some convincing, but Dread convinced me that this is worth trying again, and I'm glad he did. So yeah, I want to do that to you as well, but I don't want to ruin it. All the new stuff that's going on, right? That's the balance I'm trying to tread here very carefully. I think you see already. This is actually a fairly smooth. Smooth intro to the game. Lots of you just have to work out for yourself. It's kind of leading you through it. And I'll see if I wanted to, I could just ignore all of this and just carry on. At least up to the ship. But, no, I have to unlock the ship and do the start-up bits. But yeah, device damaged. Can't find ship of supplies. Look, finishes machine works to life, spitting out supplies. I have the hermetic seal I need to repair my ship. Whoever it was that left me here, whoever left the message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation as I do now. Right. So it should be once we could head back to the ship. Going to have a little look around first. Right, so I use my analysis visor to locate my ship, but it needs repairing. So I need carbon to repair this. I've already picked some up, so maybe I can just... I need to install it first. Okay, so we talked about earlier. Press E to install technology. Got to install the analysis visor. So that's now kind of equipped, but I can't use it because I need to insert the parts needed. So if I go to my Exosuit. I have what I need. Slot the nanotubes in. Pop your uncle. Vanish your aunt. Now we can do a little scan on the visor. Where are we? So this gives you a longer range view of what's around you, and it'll give you more information about like deposits and stuff. So the C scan, that'll pick up the oxygen, the sodium, the things you can pick up in the environment. The F scan, that's if you want something specific, or you want to scan creatures. So it says red dots there. That's something you've not yet identified creature-wise. So you do that, you get a bit of credits, and you can rename it later from the menu. So highlight creatures you've not yet researched. You won't do the same for materials, so yeah. Give us some red, you've not yet done it. Left click scan. If you're a completionist, this will be the bane of your life in every single planet you land on. I'm going to ignore that for your sake. It's going to kill me though, because yeah, I'm a bit of a completionist. I swear like things will only give you one type of material. So carbon, ferrite, and you have to go looking for stuff like the phosphorus and jumping between systems. Now it seems like you have a much broader range of stuff. It tells you on the analysis visor on the right hand side what you'll find as well. So no more kind of like landing on planets, searching, not finding it, and then leaving again. That's interesting. Oh, it's just a rock. Well, it's interesting rock. I stand by my statement. Yeah, so now like things tend to give you two, and the second one tends to be a bit rarer. So as I said earlier, like this is unidentified. If you identify it, you'll see. Right, just the carbon. So I lied to you. It's the two most common things in the game, but it's good to know. Like when we want ferrodust and carbon together, we can just like grab those, whatever we call them. I personally like just calling them rock. Or big rock, or small rock, or something to that effect. It ends up being kind of funny because actually you can't really tell the size when you're naming stuff. So there's a lot of like really big, small rocks scattered around the galaxy. You are very welcome, game and community.
Thermal protection falling. Life support power low.
Yeah. Oh, I have no oxygen. Oxygen, gamers, is a fairly critical element to live. Let's see if it recharges in the ship anyway. Yeah, we'll just jump in here and fix it inside. Pulse engine. So I don't... Okay, I was going to say I don't know why we repair the engine before we repair the launch thrusters, but I guess launching ourselves into the air and then being unable to steer would definitely be worse than the reverse. So yeah, I'll give him a pass for that. Right, so for this one, you pure ferrite and dihydrogen jelly. So if you played this in the past, you're going to see a new system, which is pretty cool. It's like I'll say it's a base building system, but it's a little bit funky. So let me run you through it. So we're going to make a portable refiner, so we can carry it with us. Obviously, it's called portable. Put that wherever we like. Now that lets us transform simple materials. Generally speaking, that lets us turn simple stuff into more complicated stuff. So carbon to condensed carbon. So for this, I need oxygen and metal plating. Metal plating we can make. Oxygen we're going to need to grab some. And plants handily nearby. I don't know if it's spawned us in or I just missed it earlier. I might be greedy and just take a little bit of oxygen for myself.
Technology recharge.
Very bougie of me. I do apologise. Right, so. Need more oxygen. Oh my god! This is why socialism, kids, because sometimes your refinery needs oxygen, and you have just greedily sucked it up. Like a capitalist pig you are. Hashtag truth stream. Right, let's find some more oxygen. Creatures often have oxygen in them. Which is the least cute creature? Sorry, buddy, it's you. Ah! Well, that's meaty chunks. Mordite. Okay, he didn't have oxygen, but he could have done. I didn't know that. What was I meant to do? Scan him or something? I don't know how to scan. I've not had that tutorial yet. Shut up. Sodium nitrates. Oh, oxygen. Oxygen's so far away. Okay, it's right there. Well, we need dihydrogen jelly, so let's grab dihydrogen while we're here. And we can gellify it later. So top right corner, you'll see that little bar going up. That is the temperature gauge. Goes too high, and you'll set yourself on fire, which is hilarious, but more so for people who are playing with you or watching you, not for you. Spoilers: being on fire kind of sucks. Here we go. Any more plants nearby? So we're running all the way back over. We'll grab this and we head back to the ship. What up, guy? I didn't murder your mum. That's a lie. I'm gonna name you Liar Face Anteater. Truth Eater, that's what you'd be called, yeah. Oh, what's that? Yellow crystals? In my corner of the galaxy at this time of day? Oh. So the nitride crystals, I cannot get them. I need an advanced mining laser, which I do not have. Right. Portable refinery. Build. There we are. So, portable refinery needs fuel to run, which is some kind of carbon. We'll put some regular carbon in there. And dihydrogen jelly. This will make us 2 2. So that's processing. We can just walk away now, which we will do. So I'll make us some dihydrogen jelly. Jelly is nearly jellified. Come here. So we need to grease the Starship engine with dihydrogen jelly. So middle mouse button lets us pick that up again. I believe. Yeah, that gives the gear. So as I take up an inventory slot, it's very easy to get the stuff you need from a refiner. So you can just drop it, you know. Also, you can just drop it as and when you feel like having the extra slots, so no dramas with it. Let's get back to the ship. The ship is just constantly on fire and being electrocuted, so yeah, let's get inside. Seems like a safe place to be. Let's get the ship nice and greasy.
Component repaired.
And now we need some pure ferrite. So yeah, so use the air refiner, turn dihydrogen into dihydrogen jelly, and this is the other use you have for it. So you can turn regular ferrite dust into pure ferrite. And this is actually refining it, so to a purer form. Hokey cokey. Let's get the thruster working. And there we are. So we've repaired the thruster. So we get the musical sting. And it says W to take off. That is a lie. I cannot take off. I'm trying to get out of here. Maybe that's why. Alright. There we go. So you see our thruster's gone down 25%. Brief your thruster, you'll get like 4 launches out of that. Let's head up to the skies. This was the big draw for No Man's Sky when it first came out, was this almost infinite galaxy. So you're treading worlds where no one had ever trodden before, discovering new creatures, and so on. The game did not live up to that hype when it first came out, because everything was very samey. But now it's diversified a bit. There's still like an infinite galaxy, but creatures seem more distinct. You can actually meet people in the game. This can be hard to find people because, well, I will say, trying to align 2 separate games is a ridiculous task because the size of the galaxy, but you can join someone else's game and go to them much easier. Anyway, let's set our stuff. So you boot with left shift, hold space to test our pulse engine. So our pulse engine is kind of a hyperdrive. So you use that to we'll travel faster in the system. Drop out pulse. So we have an incoming message. So go to that quick menu of X, slash communicator, comms override 16, 16, 16, 16. Please identify yourself. I'm Kazukity Cooked. Nice to meet you, Kazukity Cooked. You are not Kazukity Cooked alone. Follow the Kazukity Zukity Zukity Zukt. The broadcast ends as strange as it began. The final piece of the signal appears to be set on planetary coordinates. Input the coordinate data.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Right, so we turn around, we'll see the planet we came from. So FYI, asteroids tend to have tritium, what you use Also, silver, gold, other rare materials, so yeah. That's for now. We're just going to head over to another planet, which is over there. Right, so current speed, it'll take us an hour. So grab some popcorn, a hot drink. We'll be travelling for a while. Ah, I'm just kidding, we're going to hyperdrive. Stuff to do. So this planet is parched, has cactus flesh, copper, pyrite and silver. So it's fairly obvious, but the planet type dictates what kind of resources it has in terms of minerals and crops and what have you. Also the kind of environmental danger it has. This is probably going to be like a... If this has danger, it's going to be heat. Also, you'll be happy to know, long-time players, is you can now crash into the planet if you wanted to. So previously you couldn't, and it was the most bizarrely frustrating thing. It's like, look guys, if I am bad enough to hit a planet, let me hit the planet. I want to hit the planet. Let me hit the planet, okay? So the first and only mod I installed for this game was one that let me go into the planet. Land, begin the search. So land with E. This isn't really dangerous. There's no like prolonged and kind of tricky landing procedure. Press E and you'll land if you can. If you can't, you won't. Nice and easy. So, new planet. So this planet's trying to kill us. That's a wonderful welcome. Thank you very much. Oh, you know, I lied to you. The actual the environmental hazard here is cold. Must make sense, it's a desert. What if it changed at night? We'll find out. We'll find out together. Right, so target sweep is a Nazis visor. This is a new thing they've added. So you can see we have a Nazis mode, what we were using before to identify different things. The sweep will tell us the direction of a signal. So about 200 meters units that way. We have got to get some new duds. I'm looking very Soviet astronaut right now. Nothing against Soviet astronauts. Just that's not my style, you know? Why do the plants hate me so much? I only eat meat. As far as they know. That's what I'm telling them anyway. Oh jeez, maybe they hate me because I'm a liar. Alright. Signal source located. Broken technology. The sparking wires of the machine generate a signal, tapping out its broadcast into the void. Whoever left the message is long gone. Decipher that signal. Decoding. 16, 16, 16, and 16? Ah, I missed it. Pardon me. Entry. No fuel in Kazukadikut. Failed to reach station. Hazard protection low. No choice but to Kazukadikut underground. Kazukadikut. Deployed base computer. As well as the log entry, the signal contains plans for a base computer and a terrain manipulator. With any luck, the base computer will hold more information about whoever is leaving these messages. New building part learned. Base computer. Site evaluation device. So, long story short with this, this is kind of a land plane. So, yeah, I want to build a base, I'll put down a base computer, lets me name it, lets me do the stuff I need to do. So that's chromatic. I missed what it was, but it's nanotubes. And something I already have, so there we go, job done. Dihydrogen jelly and nanotubes, that was it. You need a very greasy computer. I don't think Like I want to live in this valley, you know. What's up, buddy? You look friendly. How you doing? How you doing, hey? Oh, look, he wants a hug. Ah! Give me your meaty chunks, boy. Ooh, the scaly meat. I don't know if that's better or worse than meaty chunks. Sounds worse, to be fair. Like, so someone asked me, would you like your steak meaty or scaly? I think I would go meaty. Like, I'm a big fan of texture, but I think scaly is a bit too much texture for my liking. I'm not gonna yuck your yum though. If you like scales, it's all good. All right. If you are a completionist and you're looking at me ignore this as a scan, I apologise for the psychic damage that it's doing to you, but also that's not my responsibility. If you join as a patron at the £6 tier, I promise you I will come back and I will scan every single one of these creatures. So I do not promise that I'm not lying when I tell you this. Because ain't no one got time for that, you know? Okay, I need chromatic metal. So, chromatic metal is copper. So, we are right next to that deposit. Let's actually listen to the intro. There we go. Bottom right. Select train manipulation mission in the log. So go escape, go to the log. Train manipulation mission. Install the train manipulator. And that's what we need the dihydrogen jelly for. We need greasy train manipulator, not mission computer. So the train manipulator will let us. Oh Jesus! Full damage is no joke. Or whatever the hell hit me there. Yep, that will let us gather these resource deposits and also just dig into the land, which is very useful actually when it comes to a fight or the environment. You can hide from both of them. Here we are. So this is the copper deposits. Gather a good old chunk of this and make the chromatic metals. That comes up quite a lot in recipes, so it's good to have a nice chunk of copper on you. At this point you may be thinking that's quite a lot to pick up. You can keep a lot of the stuff in your starship, so you can just like summon it to you at times if you've got launch capacity, and you can get something later which essentially increases the range which you can transfer between it. So yeah, it's nice to not even overflow storage. It's good to just have as a main storage stuff you don't need on you all the time. Put some fuel in there. There's carbon, and we'll put the copper into there. Where's my copper? There's my copper. And again. Go to my exosuit. Get to the backpack. I've got what I need, so let's go to the base computer. Go on top of the hill. In this vertically confusing fashion. Ah, swarm base. That is exactly what I was going to call my base. So it's kind of incredible that it's named that automatically. Searching cartographic archives. Universal Archive search reveals no prior claims in this site. Sonar test confirms site is suitable for construction. Claim site? Yes, space. Now you could ignore this side of the game, travel around. I mean, sure, outside the main story, which you have to do some bits of this, right? You could just keep traveling around and ignore this. However, little sneak peek ahead, I'd probably advise you setting up bases where you can, and kind of. Well, okay, I'm not saying you should do this, but what I do is I rush the solar panel, battery, and warp portal research, which is fairly easy to do. I'll show you how to do that. And that just means your bases always have power, wherever they are, and you can walk between them at will. So if you need a particular resource and you've got a base on a planet with that resource, you can go back there really easily. You can travel across the whole galaxy and just get back to where you were. And the warp system is fairly generous. You can warp. It will save like where you last were. So even if you don't have a portal there, it'll be like, oh, you're at this space station, right? So do you want to go back there? So yeah, it's good. It's good. It's like a nice anti-frustration feature. Saves a lot of traveling. Right. Storms sweeping across Kazuktikut, but construction supplies are low. Depositing shelter plans while Kazuktikut need to Kazukt back soon. Extract plans. So now we can make timber, floral containment, etc., etc. So if we build a complete base, that will protect us from environmental hazards, which can be useful. So it's asking us to build a base now. So we went to that. So here we go. Let's get my timber. I know why it happens, but it annoys me that they've. I build a base computer, then I need to build the base. It's like, can I build the base, then build the computer? Like, I guess you need to tell it where you want to build first, so it makes sense. It still annoys me though. That's fine. Alright, we're going to build like the world's smallest base for now.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Build a timber door. Oh, where's the door? There we go. Yeah, it's spawning another storm. Just to harass us, basically. There we go. Don't need a roof. Roof is a luxury. We'll try to do very well against a storm. Access log from previous user. Additional archives recovered. Entry 4925E follows. Construction largely Kazakh says a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby Kazakh. Plans Kazakh. Oh my god, he's in the game. Plans logged. Scans indicate additional subterranean devices. Beginning search. Extract plans. Whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success. I have access to their plans and perhaps I can learn from their efforts. Nukes building part learn. Construction research units. Portal blueprint research device. So what this will allow us to do is research stuff, which is not very surprising. As predicted, lack of a roof really does not help us here, so let's go ahead and treat ourselves to a... So why can't I roof? Why can't I roof, game? Let me roof! Oh no, I want to put a roof where I am. There we go. Perfect. Perfect base. No notes. And these devices don't need power. That is going to be more of an issue later. Okay. Used to recover salvage data from Broad Technology, equipment utilizer, and then Lattice Visor, which we have. So, research structures, it's just going to be the walls and floors and building roofs and whatever. The core habitation tech is where all this fun stuff lies. So that's going to be the base teleporter module, which is the first thing. Safe beacon, biofuel reactor, health station, wiring, signal booster, hazard protection, solar panel, and battery. So I'd probably go down this whole tree, which isn't hard to do, I promise you. And let's use lots of self-sustaining bases, essentially. So with that in mind, we're going to go have a little look for our Broad Technology. So use our visor. I told you about the little blue Wi-Fi symbols. See the bloody things. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we'll try and manipulate that. Buried technology. So this will give us. I think it's like between 1 to 3 datas, maybe more. So we've got 2, so we can unlock the portal right now.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
I actually want more than that, so let's take a little bit of really valuable stuff that way. Yeah, it's a little bit of glowing pink. Oh no. Alright, the buried mineral is annoyingly in bedrock. Just about reach it.
Technology recharge.
Glowing mineral. And it doesn't really tell you this, but some stuff like glowing minerals and technology you can break apart in your inventory. Got some Herox, which are 25,000 units. Can we dig the soundtrack of this game? It is fittingly very alien.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Yeah, it puts me slightly on edge all the time. This will recover storage data from buried technology. This is available technology, so we're going to go for the base sample module.
Item received.
So moves quickly between constructed bases, as well as any space station terminals connected to the network. So we're going to go further down here. Biofuel reactor. Electrical wiring is free. And battery. So like, you see that number in the bottom right corner is how many salvage data you need to get them. So we're very far off getting a solar panel, but we can afford a battery, which is good. So we have kind of everything we need now to set up a little teleporter. So let's see. Great enough for location. We have a space warping portal to construct. There we are. So our portal is done, but there is insufficient power. So let's split the biofuel reactor. We've already done that game. We're way ahead of you. So these metal plating. I want the battery up as well, but let's do the biofuel reactor first. Do we have enough ferrite to do that? Looks like I do. Beautiful. Biofuel reactor. Gonna go there. So I haven't got solar panels yet, they're quite expensive, but it's all good, baby. Biofuel reactor and the battery will keep us going for quite a while. Condensed carbon for that. Okay, so this needs to be plugged in. The wiring is dead simple. You see when that kind of has that power symbol. Over that, it'll go boop into little dots there. Left click, and same this side. There we go. So if you don't do that, you'll just have empty wires, which you can connect as you wish. Blam. There we go. They both do the same thing, but that is 1000% jazzier. I recommend you do all of your wiring like that second example there. Now with this, we'll take organic elements, so we can put a little oxygen in there. Let's put our last oxygen in there. I see no issues with throwing our last bit of oxygen into a generator. And it lasts us 4 hours with 7 oxygen. It's quite generous. So now, teleport is up. Here, you can see we can teleport between bases. We can go to our space station we discovered, and we can visit people who are in our group, which is pretty cool. Currently, we have no such options, so let's get out of here. Let's to our base computer. So this is going to progress the main story. Accessing log from previous user. Additional archives recovered. Entry 4925F follows. Scanner detected unusual broadcast. Repeating 16. From the space station. Warning. End of archive. Records interrupted. The base computer archives have reached their end. It seems there is nothing more I will learn from them. My predecessor appears to have left their base and headed to the space station. So this whole game, it's kind of like Elite Dangerous Light. But more with crafting and stuff. So the space stations have different logs spinning on the dominant race in the system. This will be a Viking station. There are factions and mysteries. It's good. Like, it scratches an itch that Elite Dangerous scratches without the larger time investments. And, you know, less complexity. We get all landed. In the space station, we'll have all of the strange aliens. Let's see, so this is the... That's what this guy is. The Viking. Poi, Lazulin, Dom, Viking, Oyung. So yeah, the Viking are these guys. They are kind of combative, kind of like Klingons. Maybe with no honor, I don't know. Alien, large, intimidating, seems to be tempted to be friendly. Perhaps I know the one who came before me. Travellers. Leaving draws back, startled. Look on their face tells me our conversation is over. So it's Viking. These are the robot race, one of my favourites. Yushi, Dekan, Kaligawa, Hini, Tetravido, Nimbush, blah 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 blah. In his elegant megalic? Yes, megalic shells brings to life so approach. They study me, lies flashing around their visor. Perhaps I know something about the messages left in the base computer. Ask about 16. A glazed look passes over the life form's visor. The number has had some strange effect on them. They seem reluctant to speak further. Okay. See, that's a portal. That'll take us back to our base. Or any other base you want to go to. Come on. There we are. That's the final race. Gek. Kind of like tiny lizardy space Ferengi. I guess Ferengi are space Ferengi. Tiny lizardy Ferengi. Lifeform chatters away, assessing me with beady, inquisitive eyes, but when I blink, I see that same red light that stared at me at the distress beacon. Repeat 16. We are watching you, traveller friend. Find what we have left you. Oh, that's not how he normally speaks. The alien speaks, the words are not their own. A string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare, logged directly to my exosuit. The crimson light fades away, and I see the light from blinking at me expectantly. Whatever has happened, I do not appear to have seen it. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer would be able to make something of this code. Leave. You see, the intro is... So the intro is basically the main quest as well. It's leading you through the beginnings of this mystery. Right, so the space station, this is how they tell you, has the technology merchants to upgrade shipping equipment, cartographer to give you directions to outposts and buildings, gives you missions from the mission agents, get rewards, and the teleporter to return to your base. So they are really fab places to be. A lot of people won't deal with you though until you build a reputation with that particular race. If you flag down pilots, you can buy them. So the main difference, I mean, the looks are randomised. That's really cool. Really goofy looking ships. Let's talk to this guy and we'll see. Oh, twinsies, mate. Same outfit. So, make an offer. As you can see, main thing is going to be the number of slots the ship has. So if I would compare this, so my ship has 15 slots. His has 19 slots, 1.4 million credits, million units. Sorry, I currently have 10,000 thereabouts, so I'm very far off affording this. He just has some extra technology, extra. Yeah, he's like a. Oh no. Wait. Yeah, sorry, my damage potential is better because I've got rocket launchers. He has better shields than I do. But I'll be honest, the gear, if you can build it, it's not really worth buying a ship for. The inventory slots are the main thing you want. So with that done, we'll go up here. So this side of the space station, in like every space station apart from rogue ones, you'll find technology merchants. So along here, you'll see this guy will upgrade your multi-tool. He also will sell a random multi-tool, which might be better when you have them already. There's no way I can afford this anyway, so yeah, but you can see like so many more slots to my current one. 2.4 million, that's more than the ship would have cost me. So ignore that. This guy is Starship Research, so we want to look at buying the blueprints. This guy will have those for you, and he'll take nanites. Oh yeah, so a lot of these will it's nanites to upgrade stuff or buy blueprints. Yeah, upgrade classes nanites, new slot is units. So different currencies there. This guy's exocraft. I haven't got an exocraft yet, but that's a better way of traversing vehicles, so like buggies and bikes and what have you. And this guy is exosuit upgrades. Now, these guys will also have an exosuit inventory upgrade. They got like one each. So that's 5,000 slots. They're always worth picking up at a space station. I believe it does cost more the more of them you have, but you know, the further you go, the more money you'll have. It's not a big deal. But yeah, grab those when you can. These let you change your look, and this is just sort of outfitting. I've not really used this. So let you upgrade your starship. They're pretty crap. So I can give my starship another storage slot, but it's 4 million credits. But like I could have bought a ship with 4 more slots for like 1.5 million. So unless you really like the look of a ship, it's probably better just buying a new one. But hey. Right, and what I don't just tell you is in this little side passage you'll see some more people. And these guys, you can set up a base and they can staff your base essentially. Is it really you? Forgive me, I've been searching for such a long time. I'm supposed to aid you in this and every cycle. Don't worry, everything was paid for a long time ago. It's all quite above board. As the stranger speaks, a smell assaults me. A pheromone infesting my brain, giving me memories of places I never visited, actions I never took. Myself in the mirror, aged and alone, as get cradling the fallen brethren. Of a bargain made many years from now, a contract signed across the cosmos. Vision ends, and the overseer remains. The overseer promises to expand my base, allowing me to recruit other workers. They require a construction terminal to get started. I will decline. I don't have a terminal. This is kind of a similar story for these guys. Like, that's for your base. This guy is develop a frail interloper, so to grant you the glory of an exocraft and a Viking mech pre-administer its mass. So he'll handle your exocraft. But I need an exo terminal, which I do not have. Exocraft terminal. Blah blah blah. Find the offer there. Viking arms below. ambient life from studying the image of another young warrior on their pad. The pictured warrior looks virile and impressive. Their facial tendrils are outstretched. They appear rich, a good breeding stock. Look in their eyes is sultry. Is he looking at porn? Poi minut kedig yugodramo tiefe arax urboska. Nothing looks at me with questioning eyes. Clearly needs someone to talk this through with. See, this is where it's good to have a translation because you know what they're going on about. I would accept on your behalf, sir. I take the pad and attempt to send a message on behalf of the nervous warrior, but there appears to be some sort of misunderstanding by the recipient. I receive generous gifts and a candid image of the life form I will one day wed. Oh well. I mean, could have been worse. Looking at his future wife, and I was like, no, my wife now. Something increased, Viking ×1. Perfect. I look forward to a future with my gorgeous lizard wife. Right. So what's quite cool is we could fly back to the planet. Oh, also, we're leaving space stations. It doesn't require any launch pad fuel because the station itself just launches you, so that's something to bear in mind. But we don't need to do that. We are just going to go back to our base through the teleporter. Warp to base kick-ass. So what I quite like is the game will have you keep coming back to your computer, your base computer, over time. So it forcibly spreads the story out a bit, which may sound a bit crap. You can't kind of rush it, but I don't know. I like it. It's encourages you to come back to the game, gets you to do other stuff rather than just chase the story. So, traveller finds their wings. Fly to us and claim your place among the stars. Signal acquired, life signs detected. So, reached the decoded coordinates. You see, our ship's actually followed us here. However, we cannot launch because we have no launch fuel left. So, we need to refuel that with Starship launch fuel or uranium. Now, launch fuel. So before you needed a particular material to launch the ship, you can actually just make launch fuel yourself fairly easily now. So it's dihydrogen and metal plating. So dihydrogen is blue crystals, metal plating is just ferrodust. It's really easy and it's much better than what they were doing before. So. You don't have to trek planets for bloody ages to try and find the one resource you need to take off. It's really common, it's everywhere. No fuss. A little bit of hassle in kind of having to make it, but that's it. You guys give us 4 whole energies. So let's take off. Stress signal, approximate location. I mean, that's not really what you want from the stress signal, right? Like, yeah, I mean, someone's in danger. They're about here, ish. Who can say? I'll train a bit. Let me see if this is. It's got to say, log damage. Partial records available. Signals led me to a wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Wait, message is nothing but the misthrown circus of a long-forgotten ruin. Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log, blinking, awaiting input. So displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. The schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. Pull the blueprint from the computer, but this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
New technology. Right, so we can install the hyperdrive. So what I said was the hyperdrive before, it's not really the hyperdrive. The hyperdrive lets you get between systems, the pulse drive lets you travel in a system. Right, we are going to call our ship. So press X to go to the menu, summon vehicles, you summon whatever vehicle you have. So other ships, exocraft, your freighter, which I didn't know was a thing. There we go. Boosh. Makes exploring a lot better, just so much more fun. Assuming you remember to put the launch fuel in your ship. What was that? And this is probably the last things you need to see in terms of playing the game. Like, there are some more. There's more things to discover later, but just like the selling, the building, the crafting, it's kind of all you need to know. Okay, so this is the trade terminal rather. Let's see what we got. So, we're going to sell Mordite, cactus flesh, all the sweet roots, all the silver for 26,000, got 25,000. Salt, pyrite, scaly meat, that's actually quite expensive. Wow, wish I'd harvested more scaly meat. Oh, wow, that's really good actually. We needed 95,000, I got 95,006. Oh, I feel a bit cheeky. Ooh, it's a massage mystery, sell that while I'm here. Powder. Right, let's go to buy microprocessor. We are 5 microprocessors, 95,000. Let's install those. While we're here, then I need a bit more chromatic metal. So can I buy chromatic metal? No, okay. That is fine. Installing the warp drive. There we go. Job's a good one. Now we need to warp fuel. Ah! I actually really like this kind of planet, like mostly water. It's much harder to navigate, but some really valuable materials in here. Also, it's just kind of cool. I like the idea of. Okay, so these eggs are really valuable, but you don't want to deal with the parents unless you are very well prepared. So we're going to leave them for now, but I encourage you to try that yourself. Get rid of the goop. Terminal online. Selecting key. Decrypting. Success. A terrifying eye. Terminal is clogged with an unnerving, pulsating slime. Nevertheless, it appears to function. As I touch the input panel, the alien substance reacts violently. I'll make a note to avoid getting closer. The device opens, revealing a single unblinking crimson eye. It prints out a blueprint for antimatter, accompanied by a strange message. You will find us when the time is right. 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. So antimatter at chromatic metal and condensed carbon. Cell.
Constructed.
Okay, so a warp cell, which is made of carbon and oxygen, which is much easier than what we used to have, which is uranium or whatever. We can fuel. Starship. There we go, hyperdrive.
Recharge.
Hey, once you tested the hyperdrive, you've seen everything you really need to see. So, X the quick menu, which we access the galaxy map. From there, we can pick where to go. There's different types of warp or hyperdrive, which take you to different areas. It's kind of color coded. So for now, we're in almost there. We can go to Duarte. So we've got one in the engine, so let's go to Urquell 0005. See, they'll tell you what you're likely to encounter. First is Sentinels, which is the enemy robots, not good news. And it's a water-based system. So let us do is warp. New system, new quests, new missions, new starship. So yeah, starship monitoring system reports hyperdrive error, warp fuel depleted. Searching for fuel source. Searching. Obtained. Warp fuel source in 16 616 KLS. Accept guidance to fuel source. Accept. Guidance accepted. Plotting route. So there we go. So each system will have a space station in it as well. A bunch of planets which you can scan and name. Right, so that's the first few hours of No Man's Sky. If you already own the game,
Hostile scan detected.
I recommend reinstalling it. We're apparently getting a
Threat detected.
little...
Hostile ships approaching.
Okay, little bonus. Bit of a space fight going on. Sorry, we'll wreck these guys. We'll be on our way. Get out of here, buddy.
Ships defeated.
Oh, what? Oh, I've just hit some debris. That's all good. Okay, so with that, I'm going to leave it. But I hope you enjoyed the game. Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, Patreon, website, all that stuff. There'll be a review of No Man's Sky going up soon. Should be before the next stream on Wednesday at 7. Yeah, otherwise stay cool. Catch you